Hey y'all, welcome back to Straight Talk No BS. I'm Jay, your host. It's Tanya on the side of me. We got Cynthia over the right hand corner and Francis, aka Taz, at the bottom.
Hey y'all.
Hey
Hey,
ladies.
what's
So
going on?
quiet,
Going
everybody.
down.
What's going on?
Shit. Y'all,
What's
today we're gonna
going
talk
on?
about shoot nothing, girl. Nothing. We're gonna talk about this much needed me time today.
Jesus, Jesus.
And,
Everybody
and,
needs some
and
me
share with
time.
and share with everybody about what we do far as me time
I
to
don't
get some
know.
peace.
Look here, I don't know.
But wait, y'all, before we get into that, I want to tell everybody in the audience right now, could y'all please share our live right now? Share our live. It might be somebody out here that needs to hear what we got to say tonight.
I know that's
We
right.
appreciate it. All right, now what you about to say, Tanya?
No, I'm just about to say, boy, I don't know about y'all, but I get so stressed sometimes. It's just ridiculous. And it usually is when that mountain is way at the top is when I finally click and say, dang, I need some time I need to slow this train down. I don't know about y'all.
What
Mm,
about you, Nay?
I think everybody needs some downtime or some time to themselves. I believe in, you have your telltale signs of how you know you need to relax, relate, and release, as the old folks would say. I think it's healthy for a relationship for you to have some me time to yourself, because how can you seriously take care of home if you're not taking care of yourself?
That's with anything,
I'm
though.
gonna tell you,
Seriously.
that's right. If that soul is not satisfied, how can you be productive in anything that you do?
Hey, everybody in the comments,
Hey,
Tatiana,
Amber,
Amber.
Tatiana, how y'all doing?
What she said, I love my me time.
That's Tatiana. She said, "Girl, I don't even see how you have any me time now with India."
I know
She
all the
says,
children.
"She says I love my me time. During my me time, I like to watch movies and eat, but I'm relaxing and enjoying myself."
I know that's
I
right.
know that's right, girl.
She's a lot like
She's
her mama, because I ain't got to go nowhere to have no peace. I can have peace in my
Mm-hmm.
home, good old movie, a good book, something to drink every now and then, and I'm good to go.
Do you think that knowing who you are yourself is a way to know how to really enjoy that me time? Because it's like, okay, the kids are all gone, everybody's at the house, it's quiet. If you're not comfortable with really knowing what makes you happy, you're not even gonna really, I think, be able to enjoy that time that you have to yourself. You're still, it's almost like your mind is still going. You're still thinking about this unfinished thing that you need to do, or you're worried about what the kids are doing while they're gone. You know what I'm saying?
But I had to say that a lot of people think that when you say me time, that they think that it's you being by yourself. Your me time can be with your family, it can be with your friends, or any of that.
That's a good
It's
way to
just
put it.
doing something that you like to do that makes you happy, that makes your soul happy.
So
Taking
there
a
you
break from the
go.
world and saying, "Hey, I'm about to do what I want to do." You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it could be taking a walk with your kids, walking the dog,
So it's
whatever
not
you
just
like to
by
do.
yourself. When people say me
Nah,
time, it's not just me.
uh-uh.
What you think, Francis? I think that
Yeah,
was a good point.
my me time is with me. It has nothing to do with nobody else.
You say
I
It
it
know
don't
that's
have
is
right.
nothing to
alone.
do with nobody else, because you got to remember this. In order for you to successfully make your relationship work, make your time with your kids work, you have to take that solitude. You have to be by yourself to get yourself together. So when I hear me time, that's for me, not me and somebody else, not me and the kids, not me and my sister, not me. No. When I'm with my sister,
Evidently,
that's called
Amber
sister
agree.
time. That's
Look,
called sister
evidently,
time.
Amber agrees with you because she said my time, my me time is for me.
Bacon
Yeah.
is another thing I do.
Okay,
Mhm.
you're not by yourself.
And she also said she liked to read a book or crochet.
Oh, crocheting. I
Mhm.
haven't done that since I was with my mama and I was little. That
Well,
was
y'all,
fun.
this is straight talk, so I had to take some me time on Monday's show. I had to leave because I wasn't feeling well. So at the end of the show, I had to leave. But that Tuesday, trust me, I took some me time. I'm not gonna necessarily say I was stressed, but trying to, start your own little business or whatever and get the kinks ironed out is hard. It's not easy, and then trying to juggle everyday life at home, it kind of took a toll on me. So I had to step back and get that me time. I had to realize I needed that relaxation.
So it started to affect you physically. not taking time for
That's
yourself.
what I was about to say, Nay. I was going to actually bring that up about last week's show when you got sick on the show, because you didn't take any me time. You hadn't had a chance to rest yourself. I really believe still that you haven't had enough rest.
For those who don't know, Cynthia is really like one of those think ahead. I know we've talked about it on the shows before, but she plans to take care of business. When
she say she pay her bills 3 months in advance, the girl ain't lying.
Okay. So and that is good. It's you can see the positive side of it, the benefit of it, but it's also it has its negative because it keeps you on and consistently stressed about what's next. Have I done this? I's dotted, T's, have I done everything? And so you're consistently just up, and it will take a toll on you.
It took a toll on me. When I used to work at the hospital, I was going to work every single day consistently, not taking a break. Talking about, Judy, just push through. We need this money. Just push through. Work. So I worked 14 days straight. And I remember riding on the highway, going to work one day. And all of a sudden, I just started fading out, started blacking out. And I was on the phone with Tanya, and all of a sudden, my words just became slurred. I thought I was having a stroke. So the only thing that I could do was tell Tanya, just call the ambulance. I mean, first we're in a conversation, and all of a sudden, Tanya's voice just got real annoying to me. And I was telling her, please, just be quiet. I can't take it no more. Be quiet. And she was like, what's wrong? I said, just be quiet. I just got silent. And then I told her, I said, the only thing I tell her was call the ambulance. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm at. And I just started blacking out. And I had to pull over on the side of the road, luckily. And she was able to get the paramedics to call my phone, to track my phone and find my location because I couldn't tell them where I was. And that was because of exhaustion. So it could cause you to have a stroke.
Having too much on your plate. And a lot of times, y'all, I think that it's something that you don't even realize. You're so caught up in your day-to-day life with your routines. Mothers, I think, tend to have that really, really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? Trying to juggle your kids, your spouse that you're with, your job, and everything else, all your family members, other things like their activities that they're involved in, hearing your spouse talk about this, that, and whatever, laundry and all. It just, you don't even realize that you are so caught up. Like, you're up here. So, yeah,
I can honestly say for me, that is so me. That is when, I've always been in a relationship, but I've always considered myself a single mom. Don't ask me why, but I always had to dot every I and cross every T. Hey, fam, I see you in the comments. Cousin Gladys. Thank everybody for the new viewers. Keep watching, keep subscribing, supporting. We need all that. We need everything you can do. When I say Facebook, YouTube, Periscope,
get it all, ring it all.
Just give us the love. Just please keep watching. But with that being said, I watch my girls do the exact same thing that I do. My daughter Sandra, she's got OCD bad. She reads a lot. She's trying to figure out how to rob people to PayPal. And sometimes I tell her, Sandra, just breathe. If you don't breathe, you're going to end up having a damn asthma attack. She's very asthmatic. But because she's always trying to be that super mom, because that's what she watched me do for so many years. So now when I tell her to relax, she don't even know how. What does that mean?
What do you mean? I don't even know how to do it. Y'all, I got a question. Everybody in the comments, tell us, why do you think having me time is important? I see a lot of y'all have shared what you do, but tell us why you feel like it's that important. I would like to know that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We talk, it's obvious, I think, always to see you get physical exertion. Maybe you're mentally stressed or whatever, but
girl, it starts to show up on your face, honey. First you're looking all glamorous and all nice, looking sexy, and the next thing you know, you're looking like an old Cadillac, an old beat up ass Buick.
Piece of beef jerky, just dry.
Wait a minute, Francis, let me say it right. An old beat up Buick.
Burke.
Country talk. What you gonna say, Francis?
Usually it shows in the person's face. Mm-hmm. That's one sign.
What I was gonna say is I remember I used to do the thing where first I was working 2 jobs and I would leave one job, go to the other, and I did that consistently. And one day I actually had a time off from both jobs, and I went home, and all I remember is taking my shoes off at the door, and in my apartment at the time I had a loft apartment. So I went upstairs and I remember taking a shower. I remember sitting on the side of my bed. I don't remember nothing else after that. I had come to find out I had slept for 16 hours straight.
Girl, shut
And
up.
my sister had kept calling my phone. Well, I was sitting up there and just all of a sudden I just woke up and I started panicking because I thought I had missed a whole day's worth of work, and I realized I was off. And I had my phone in my hand and I ran down the stairs. I couldn't even tell you what day it was. I looked at my phone, I called my sister and I asked her, "What day is it? What is today?" And she told me, and that's when finally I was like, "Oh my gosh." She goes, "I've been calling you and calling you." And I said, "I've been asleep." She said, "All this time?" I said, "Yeah." And I used to do a thing where I would drive from here into Austin and into Dallas, then back around, do it all over again, going
Yeah.
backwards. And one day we were leaving and we were going into Dallas. I didn't realize it until my body jerked. I didn't even know my eyes was closed, but when I opened my eyes, me and my kids was right at the back of a semi truck.
No, girl.
Ooh, girl.
And I didn't realize that doing all that had taken a toll on me,
Honey, it will
you
catch up with
know.
you so quick, you blink, I swear. But that's the thing. Before we get into the comments, because people are sharing, you might not want to take the me time for yourself because you always think that very next
But
thing is
life
so
will
much
make you.
important.
Life will
But
make you.
Oh
your
yeah.
body will
It'll
just completely say
honey,
forget you.
your body, you can't tell your body nothing.
Knock knock, excuse
When your
me.
body want
Shut down
when
now.
your body when your body get ready to shut down, it shuts down on its own. And I guess you start to realize that you need me time when you go to snapping on people for no reason. Like when somebody could say something, like Judy was saying, the irritation of somebody's voice, it gets to
Girl,
you that
just
quickly.
how high
And then
pitch it
yeah,
is.
and
I
then
think you're trying
it's
to
like
cut
you
below the
get
belt on that
people
one.
you get people who all of a sudden they snapping at the kids, cursing the kids out like they're kids from somebody off the street. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just stuff that you wouldn't normally do that you start doing that lets you know, okay, it's time
Yes.
for a timeout. It's time to stop. Hold
That's
on, back
that.
up.
That's good for the men out there who are listening. You might wonder why your significant other is upset when you come home from work, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You got to realize they've been with those kids all day and they haven't had that me time. So it's important for you to try to give her some kind of relief, some kind of break.
De-stress.
De-stress her. Let her have her
Mm-hmm.
moment to de-stress.
Mm-hmm.
When I,
Gladys says peace and clarity.
That's why it's so
yep.
important
That's
for
why it's
her.
important to have it.
Okay, Amber.
And then Amber says, I feel that it allows me to reset myself and my thoughts about where I'm
Mm-hmm.
at. Sometimes it's just to release a ton of stress. Girl, you ain't lying.
Okay, say it
Yeah.
again, honey.
Yeah.
Tatiana said, I need mines because I get irritated real fast. Girl, you ain't lying. I mean, do what I'm supposed to do as a mother for India and still cook and clean. But when I need my break, I take my break. It's me time. Go play or something, but get out my face for at least an
I
hour.
know that's right. Tell your kids move around when you can, when they're able or whatever. Tell them go ahead, move around.
Oh, and then
Well,
Sandra says, physically, mentally, and spiritually for me, I get overwhelmed and all at once. Sandra, yes. I was about to say that when your mama made a comment about that, but I'll get to it later. She said, all at once I get depressed among other things. I have it bad, crying really bad. I used to feel bad because I thought having me time for myself away from my kids was bad. We going to get
There
on
you
that
go,
too.
too.
24, 48 hours to yourself is great and will truly help a lot.
mm-hmm.
I think that
You
was
can
a
never
really
feel
good
guilty.
point.
Never feel guilty for spending me time with yourself. You
That is
have
a
to
point.
have it. Like I said before, you can't be productive to anybody or love anybody the way that they're supposed to be loved or give them quality time unless you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So feeling
It's funny
guilty.
that she said 24 to 48 hours. She just called me on the phone or texted me yesterday, and I said, Sandra, why do y'all feel like I always got it? She said, because you mama. You always in control. You just mama. We know we grown. We know we supposed to figure it out, but trying to get your business off the ground, trying to run a new house, trying to start a new life for yourself. We just so used to you already having it. I was like, well, that's not fair to me. She said, I know, but that's just you, mama. So I'm supposed to always have it together. And I said all that to say, if you see me and I don't have it, that don't mean it's always going to be peaches and cream. you still got to step back and debrief.
So other people, the appearance that other people perceive about you, that you
Exactly.
That you got it. That you
always have
got
it
it.
together, but you, man, you
You don't have it
the
together.
expectation
I'm gonna tell you
for
that
people to
all
think
that
you
that
always have it.
always having it, which was me, it ended up making me spend almost a year in the bed from my blood pressure constantly remaining high. I was doing too much, so it shut my whole body down. I mean, I missed Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything. I was sick in the bed. I couldn't get my blood pressure down. I didn't understand why was it 200 over 175 stroke levels.
I'll tell you what. This is something that, I'm still stuck on the guilty part. That comment when she said that parents feel guilty, or well, she felt guilty whenever she thinks that she has to take time for herself. I really can relate to that. Whenever, you neglect yourself, I'm speaking really, I guess, for the parents, men or women. I'm just saying, whenever you have your children full time and it's just you, or they're little and everything about them you're responsible for, you put yourself so much on the back burner. I mean, it's just an expectation that you don't take care of yourself at all. You don't. I mean, but
I never
it's
felt
like,
guilty.
I remember when I would buy like a bra, like I've spent money on me. I went to go get maybe my nails done. Oh shit, I've spent money on me. I feel I'm taking away. My kids might need that for so and so, or this time I'm using to pamper them. And this feels so good. I'm getting my hair done. But good lord, you know what I'm saying? I understand that guilt. You have it, and sometimes it's hard
I
to
think
shake.
that's just a mama's instinct.
You think
a
it's all
mother's
moms?
instinct. Yeah.
What do you think?
Sandra says, Amber says, Sandra Nelson, I feel the same way sometimes. I feel that if I do things for myself, I'm taking away from my home and responsibilities. I understand that, yeah. Now, I did feel guilty about that. Like, if I spent too much while I was out, I felt
you
like...
ain't never feel guilty.
What was you about to say, Taz?
Do y'all know that's one thing that's one of the things I can honestly say, and I put that on my grandmother's grave. I have never felt guilty for doing something that I knew would allow me to have a peace of mind. Period. That's something
You
I did
think
not
so?
do. And when my kids were younger, what I did was, whenever they went to bed, for one, that was me time. That was always me time, and they were young.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And the other thing was, like, even when they would go to school, and if I didn't have my me time, I wouldn't be able to deal with him and what was going on at his school. Like, for instance, uh, parents thought, teachers thought that I was just a mean person because I didn't let him go on field trips. I didn't let him participate in that. And it wasn't because I didn't have the money to do it. It wasn't because I just didn't want him to do it. It was simply because when my child is with me, now mind you, I worked at the daycare. So my kids, the majority of the time, if my son wasn't at school, like in summertime, I had my kids 24/7. That's 24/7. But when he went to school, what I did was I had sent a letter to his teacher, and I told his teacher, the reason he cannot go is simple. If my child or your child is in my care at the daycare and anything happens to them, that's my responsibility. So I have to have my me time in order to deal with their kids, make sure their kids don't get hurt. I need them to do the same. And they didn't. It was
Think I'm
once them
still.
kids stepped foot out, once them kids stepped foot off the playground, off the school property. It's like that was not their concern.
I'm at the stew
It
on that
wasn't
one,
their
friend.
responsibility. Now, so when they were younger, I didn't, because baby, as soon as I put them to bed, that's what I consider my me time, which only
So
consists
you
of
just.
taking me a hot bath, getting out. I'd sit up and I would read for a little bit, and then I'm going to bed because I have to get up the next morning. But I did that when they
But
were
you never really
Ooh,
felt guilty
girl.
enough for nothing for taking some
no,
time for yourself though.
I ain't seen
no.
a book
So
in I don't know how
I know
long.
I can't. Boy, I used to read like all the time, and I can't remember the last book other than but that kind of was from when we went to school. After that, I don't really kind of
Yeah,
want to
after
read
we went to
anyway.
medical school, like forget it. I don't want to read
Forget
another
that.
book.
So what are
But
Well,
my
I would
thing,
read
my
it
thing
in
was
me.
always, my thing is playing guitar. That's what I like to do. It relieves my stress. I sit out on the front porch and I play my guitar, pretend like I'm right at a beachfront, baby. You can't tell me nothing. It's all made up in my head. I hear the ocean, I hear the waves, and I'm just out there playing my guitar.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Judy, I'm
Got
gonna
to
tell
get
you
admit.
okay, and Cynthia, what was funny to me was that, mind you, when they were little, like I said, my me time was only at night taking my long baths, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know I really did not, and I swear to God, I did not ever have a time where they got on my nerves. I was too worried about where they was at, what they was doing, or every weekend on the weekends they didn't go spend time with their grandparents. They didn't go with my sister. Of course, my sister stayed out of town, so I always had them.
So it's
So,
yeah. If
huh?
you so you're saying you had your kids all the time, which we can relate to that,
Mhm.
twenty four seven.
We
So
had all
yeah.
4 of ours 360. Boy, 365.
So, I mean,
That was
up
great.
until a certain point, but it was like, I don't know. I just never got tired when having Zay. When I had him, I don't know where it came from, but I gained patience. So by then, I was able to tolerate a whole lot.
So
I
you
was
think by
girl,
your age that helped?
girl. I had him when I was 21. When I was 20.
Mm.
So
Okay.
by then, I had already gotten to where I didn't go out no more. Um, I decided that's when I quit hanging with the people I was hanging with and started hanging with. When I remember the other night when I said I started hanging with women who had kids,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I started doing that.
For
Hmm.
me,
Okay.
Well, I
So
think that. Go
let me
ahead,
let me
Nay.
read Sandra's comment. I did. Sandra says, Amber Bakes, this is me. I stay doing for my kids and never me. And I'm gonna make one comment about that, and now I'm gonna let you have it. One of my rules of thumb is every out of every paycheck, at least do one thing for yourself. Every
Hmm.
single paycheck, spoil yourself with one thing that you want to do, whether it's getting your hair done, your lashes done, buying you a purse, buying you a shirt, something. You
Yeah.
have to do that. I did that when I was working. Every 2 weeks, I would buy me something special. I don't care if it was
See,
only $2.
look, we see what
Sand,
mine would be.
nails. Nate, what was you about to
My
say?
nails and get my hair cut.
um, a part of my me time became because, for y'all that don't know, I'm an epileptic patient. So I ran myself in the ground for over 15, 16 years, trying to work overtime, trying to take care of the kids, trying to be super mom. So I see my daughter with the reading and the writing in her comments. One thing for me, as far as my me time, like I said before 100 times, I'm a cussing Christian. I go to gospel. I go to gospel music. I read books. I look at movies. But my go-to thing to unwind and get back to who I am, I go to my gospel music. And sometimes I can sing and I say I'm good, and sometimes I can sing and be crying and looking ugly. But it be
Be
getting me
calling,
on my nerves.
be
It be
making it
getting
rain,
me
calling
on
the
my
rain
nerves.
gear. I know that's
And
right.
don't mess with me. I could do it for 2 or 3 days straight. Don't come in the room messing with me. Let me get it out. Let me get it
You
all
say you
out.
having devotion.
That's
Yep.
right.
Well, I can say one of my distressors would be going on vacation.
We already know.
Hey, I love to take vacations. I will travel. Let's just tell me where. I'm very spontaneous. Tell me when and where, baby. I'm in.
I know. Those things that help. I mean, just getting a change of scenery or your environment, even if it's for like a weekend, a day trip, even sometimes, just you got to do it. Yeah, I
Sandra,
think. Yeah, I think another song. Go ahead, Cynthia.
Sandra put in the comments, she said, my mama me time is her grandbabies. You are right. I spoil them and leave them
Yeah,
with their parents.
sugar them up and send them on the way. I know that's
I'm
right.
talking about soda, everything. Sandra say they can't have from Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper,
That's
cookies,
right.
potato chip.
Give me
I'm
everything.
finna
Yes,
go. Bitch, you
baby.
finna
Here,
go.
baby.
Yeah, I wake them up out they sleep, Judy. They could be there, took a bath. She could been there, lotion them down. I'm finna go there and jump in the
You ain't
bed.
right.
Baby, I'm
Mess
finna
them all up. Mess it all up. I already know. Give them hell. Girl, you know what? I find that like when you start spending too much money, like doing that impulse buying, because it's like you don't have time to really devote to planning out every cent. You know what I'm saying? You're so in a rush. Like I know I got to stop at the dollar store and get something or whatever, or someone says, I need to get blah blah blah. Can we just go ahead? Yeah, just go ahead and get. Just get. You don't really think about it because you can't slow down enough. So you end up finding out that you
Yeah.
spent like way more than what you're supposed to just
How about
because
you
of.
can't even enjoy life because you can't even slow down?
No, I know.
You can't even enjoy it and enjoy the peace that you do have because you're so busy. I got to do this. I got to do that. Your mind is rushing ahead thinking about what you got to do instead of enjoying the peacefulness that you have.
What about when you get so caught up and busy, y'all, your house start looking like a
Oh,
tornado?
girl, that's how you know you didn't went too far. That's how you know you need to
Mm-hmm.
take a time out, baby. When you look around and your house all junky and scattered.
Got your shoes over there, your 2, 4 out, 2 or 3, a big old pile of laundry that you've done. You washed the clothes,
But you
now
ain't put 'em up.
You ain't put them up. They just piling up in that chair that you just keep digging through to find something. I'm just,
You
sometimes
know
that's
it's
a.
bad when they wrinkle and you just put them on like the
You just
wrinkles
put
don't
a
fade away.
girl look like they got look. If I wear it enough and do this number right here, it'll come out. It'll be
If I
all
lean
right.
to the side, like this,
Just
is
stretch it
stretch
out.
it a little
Yeah,
bit.
that. Yeah, yeah. I think that's kind of where we are a lot of times. We looked around, we're like, what the hell?
I know I have a lot on my plate right now. I know
wow.
it, and I can't lie. I feel it right now. I do feel it, and I keep telling myself, you need to slow down. But then the other side of me says, no, Judy, keep pushing, push through, and it'll be victorious on the other side.
So
Just
what do you? Okay, so y'all, we realize when we've gotten there, right? We realize it's too much. I'm doing too much. Physically, I'm shutting down. Mentally, I'm shutting down. I'm snapping off at everybody. Your house start to look like this. Your body start to look like that. Okay, so you're at that point now. It's like, okay, how do you fix it? Because it's one thing to say or realize all these things are happening, but now how do you, for real, like slow it down? Because some people are like, I can't. I have to keep going. I gotta keep
have to
doing. I
work.
can't. I have to work. I have to. When? How do you? What advice can we give to someone that says take that have to and change it?
that's a hard question.
I'm
Go
I'm
ahead, Fran.
waiting for somebody to give me the answer because I'm not there yet. I'm
I,
not.
I
well,
I
know I'm
just
a work in progress. I really am. Y'all in the
well,
comments help us out too. Shoot,
like
I'm
for
just saying.
instance, you have to sometimes you have to take and if even if you got to put it in a list, with the most important, the one that you could do this day. Go ahead and get that done.
Order
After
our
that, don't do no.
priority.
Yes, do
One thing at a
not do.
time.
Don't do no more after that. Once you got a few things and 2 to 3, say you make a list of 3 things, but you got a whole list to do. But those top 3 things are your most important. You know they have to be done. They cannot wait no longer. You do those 3 and you stop.
Yeah.
The next day, you take 3 more
Tackle some
and you
more.
stop.
Right.
You have to do it that way because if not, you're gonna end up like me. You're gonna end up like Judy. Like Judy said, her having to pull over to the side of the road. Me sleeping for 16 hours and not realizing what day it is, thinking I missed
Yeah.
a whole day of work, or even Cynthia, being that Cynthia
Physically ill.
epileptic. You know what I'm saying? It gets to you.
Yeah.
This stuff
Yeah.
wears us down, and we have to remember. I don't have grandkids, so it's like I want to be there for when they do. I can't be there for them if
If you
I'm
didn't
all
already
screwed
shut
up.
yourself
You know
down.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And hell, not me shutting me down. Well, it is me shutting me down. Talking about the physical part of me shutting me
Mm-hmm.
down. So I mean, you
That's a good
have to,
idea. So order
you
of
have to,
priority. That's a
yeah,
good idea.
you have to,
Okay.
because if not, you're gonna end up in the hospital. Next thing you know, your blood pressure through the roof. You're gonna mess around, be on all types of medication to slow you down,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not
Okay.
gonna like the way
God, I
that
guess I'm
feels.
just toe up. I guess I'm just toe up because that happened to me too. I flew out to Miami and ended up in the hospital for 7 days. And they couldn't find out what was wrong with me. I knew it was
Mhm.
exertion. I know it was.
Yeah.
They did all kind of tests, CT scans, everything. And I ended up staying in the hospital for 7 days. I was just having panic attacks. It's
Mm-hmm.
like my body just couldn't relax, and it wouldn't relax no matter what I did.
Mm.
Oh,
So
you say that, and another thing that comes from not taking care of yourself in that way is not having me time is anxiety.
you daggone
That
right.
and
That's what
when
it
that
was.
when and the thing of it is, and when that anxiety kicks in, that is a
Mm-hmm.
horrible feeling. That is a
You ain't
feeling like
lied.
you know what I'm saying, like your body is just like you're torturing yourself. You know what I'm
Mm.
Yeah,
saying?
your heart be
And
palpitating. You can't slow it down. You can't catch
mhm.
your breath. It feels like you having a heart attack.
That's
Yeah, and
crazy,
So it
y'all.
taught me
my
to
son
slow
went through
down.
that. Well, my son went through that, and we what I did was I had went to, as a matter of fact, I went to Target, And I was like, and baby, when I say he wouldn't even stay in his room. His anxiety was so, so high. He would come in my room and sleep at the end of my bed because he couldn't be
Oh.
in his room by himself. It had scared him that bad. So I went to Target, and mind you, this is my oldest child. I went to Target and I got those vitamins, those stress vitamins, and he took them twice a day. And when I tell you, by the time we got him into see the doctor, and by then they worked just fine. He has not had a problem with it since then. And we told his doctor what we did, and she said, you know what? She said, I'm not going to give any more pills to my patients. She said, I'm going to recommend those vitamins, and they're gummy stress vitamins, and
Ain't
they
that
actually worked
something?
for him. hmm But that
And that's
anxiety will
that's
keep
another
you
thing I
dead
would
in your
say.
bed.
Yeah, I feel like people need to take better care of themselves, as far as
Oh yeah.
keeping hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Eating, because when you're always on the go. Because I have a friend now that's always on the go, don't never eat, and she's always complaining, "I'm sick. I'm
I'm
sick."
sick. I'm
The
sick.
food passed out at work because she didn't push herself too far. And that's an embarrassing thing. You sitting there laid out, looking ugly and stuff in front of people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I couldn't imagine being so damn toe up and sick. I done fell out. Girl, no, you never know how you done landed.
She said her shirt was up above her head. She could do nothing about it. That fool just fell out on the job.
Wait, I was not. That was not supposed to be funny. I was not trying to laugh, but I could
I
not hold
know,
it
but when
in.
you think about it, you like,
But
damn. I couldn't imagine my
see,
poor
I
ass
mean,
falling
on the
down in
cool,
front of
when you
nobody.
when
No
you
ma'am, no
see when you
ma'am.
fall
They
out,
gonna
you
call
ain't
the
got
fire
time to
department.
worry about being embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to worry about being embarrassed. You trying to figure out what the hell going on.
Drooling and shit. Oh, that's why I said,
Be ugly.
Judy over here scoring on me, talking about they going to call the fire department, bitch. I know. Because ain't nobody going to be able to get my black ass up. This big girl, big down, big purple down. She down. Better get it together. Girl, I'm sorry,
y'all
y'all.
stupid.
I'm done. But I couldn't imagine that now.
You know me, vain as I am, I'm gonna have to fall out pretty.
Yo, no, wait a minute, hold
Be
on.
smiling and shit.
That's extra.
Dog. Dog.
When you said take care of yourself, I had the weight loss surgery and I'm 5 years out, but I have started back putting on the weight because I got to the point to where I just started eating unhealthy. With
Yeah.
that being said, when you're always on the go for the next move, the next turn, it's easier to get
Just
the
grab
junk
something.
food versus the healthy food. It's easy. And I don't know why me and my kids laugh about it all the time. Why is it that the healthy food is more expensive than the junk food? The junk food you can go spend $2 or $3 and get full, but with a healthy meal,
It's conspiracy. It is
That's
a
it, baby.
whole
it doesn't make
conspiracy.
sense.
It's designed that way.
Anything you need is gonna be high cost.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But
But
I'm
it's
being
true.
funny, but
Anything that you need gonna be high cost because they can make that food healthy if they
Okay,
wanted
but
to.
wait a minute.
They got
Now-
the Impossible Burger at Burger King.
okay. And there, in all honesty, a lot of restaurants are making it better for people, especially when you're on the go. You're all dealing with all this high class stress, and you want to stick to your diets. They're starting to do that now. It's good, but y'all, it just takes a look. Wow, we're talking about not being stressed because stress leads to high anxiety. The illness leads to you shutting down because why you're not providing for yourself or taking care of yourself. But it's hard sometimes. It's like you want to have that healthy food, right? But you got to go search and look for the healthy stuff, or you understand what I'm saying? Do the meal preps and the different things I've been trying for the longest to try to learn how to meal prep to be able to save time, but I can't do it. It doesn't, I don't know. Maybe it's just like Francis said, start somewhere. Like say I'm finna start today. You know what I'm saying? You in a whole tornado, but just pick a point in time where you start today.
And when you
go.
be so busy, like it's January now.
I
By
don't-
the time it'll be August by the time you slow down, you realize the time done passed because you be so busy and caught up.
Hell, it's
That's how
almost-
my life
it
is.
is the
I be like, what?
21st.
It's August already? We were just in January.
Right, y'all. It's for real. The year has already started to go by, but I guess it's because we're not. We need to slow
Moving
down.
too fast.
We are moving
Moving
too
too
fast,
fast.
y'all. We are moving too fast. We need to
You,
start slowing down.
there was a quote that I saw that said, The way we spend our time defines who we are.
Always.
I saw look here. I don't know if that the things that you do, the way you spend your time, is that really true?
Hmm. You got
What
to
the
I
think
way the
can't
about
say
things
it.
that you
I don't
define who
agree.
you are? I can't.
I don't
I
agree.
can't. Not
I mean,
wholeheartedly. But for instance, tell why.
no,
Why you
no, no,
think?
no, no, no. Not just you and your, not the whole part of you, but it
Okay.
speaks a lot about the type of person that you are. You got to think about, okay, say for instance, you have somebody who, like you say, everybody constantly goes, constantly in the room. That means you're a nervous wreck. You're not healthy. It really speaks to who it is that you really are.
But
You
there'll
know
be
what I'm
somebody
saying?
to
In some
counteract that and
aspects,
say,
the
"Well,
type
look,
of
it's
person that
you're
you are.
not
If
balancing
you're
or
not a
managing your
person that does
time
not
right, right?"
slow down, huh?
No, I was
Say
saying
that
there would
again.
always be. I said there would always be that one person that'll say, "Well, it's because of you. You're not balancing your time or managing your time right."
Sometimes you just can't,
Like,
and that's just it. That's the reason
Hmm.
why I say I disagree. Because if you have to work to pay those bills, you can't slow down, no matter how bad you want to slow down.
Okay, now that no 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 that part of it, but in the same sense of work, and even when I went back to work, it's like even though I was always at work, when I got home, there was still time that it might have been about 30 minutes or so, but I know I had to spend time with her before she went to work, or on her lunch break, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
it's almost like if I look at you and I say, you know what I'm saying, damn, you don't never slow down, you don't never, you know what I'm saying, you're always constantly going. We don't have time to get ourselves together. Once again, what happens? So it's almost like in some ways it speaks volumes, because not slowing down ends up with you on medication in a hospital, laid out somewhere. You end
you're
up being
right
a
about
nervous
that.
wreck.
I
Yeah, but
think when
like
you
again, some people just can't. I was working
No, some people.
my work day consisted of working 17 hours. That's the drive to work and then working a
Hmm.
12-hour shift and then the drive back home. So by the time I get home, I didn't spend a whole 17 hours just to go to work.
Yeah.
and then your family is still
And
pulling
then
at you.
and then when I get home, and then I still gotta feed the kids in the morning when I get home because she's at work. So I was running on 4 hours of sleep.
So then,
But y'all, go ahead.
yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that it's just really important. I think to find some kind, maybe that drive to work could be a
You
time for
said things
you.
go
You know
wrong.
what I'm saying? So you could talk to yourself or get into your thoughts to try to figure out a way to dump the negativity before you take on the next thing. So maybe, like you said, if you were
Yeah.
driving to work and you're dealing with a whole bunch of stress or whatever, or maybe you just gotten off work and you're still full of that whole negative, stressful shift you just had, the drive home, maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe it's an hour,
And
but start there to be able to, if it's listening
yeah,
to that
just use it
music like
on
Cynthia
just
said or
yes,
whatever,
yes. Put on some jazz and just flow. Then by the time you
and
make it
do what
home,
you do.
your mind is, yeah. And it's like, sometimes you just have to you have to disconnect and enjoy your own company. Whether,
That's
like you say,
right.
if it's on that ride home from work, and when you
Get
get
that
to the house, you got
negativity
to feed the
out.
kid. You got to feed the kids. That time, from the time you clocked out and made it to your car, you started that stuff up and went on the drive to the house. Guess what?
Yep.
That was considered, you're disconnecting and spending time with yourself. That was considered me time.
Yep. And I think
Justin
that
made a
could
good.
help.
He got a
What do you
good
say?
comment here because y'all know you used to tell me this all the time.
What?
Justin Jackson says you have to slow down to properly prepare, and that's
I
so
say
correct.
that all
Slow
the
down. Quit trying to
time.
jump up at the last minute and try to rush and go do something.
Man, y'all, that is the biggest thing. I swear to God. You will be so stressed thinking that if I being a procrastinator, first of all, and not having everything that you need, because I swear you'll get to the moment when it's time to do whatever, it's time for you to be accountable and show up to whatever, and there's something that's gone wrong.
Justin, that's my biggest flaw. That's my cousin.
This one here, she will procrastinate, wait to the last. Like, I will prepare and I'll say just going for a meeting, to be at a meeting at 2 o'clock. Well, if I know we have to be there at 2, we need to be starting to get ready at a certain time and then account for the drive. So I've calculated it all. This one here, no, we don't have to set an alarm clock. Just get up. We don't have to worry about that traffic. Just throw on something. Hurry up and let's just go, go, go. Well, you don't know. And then there's a wreck on the highway. Now we're an hour late. So I'm just saying, try to prepare. Slow down. Take the time to prepare first for something. And something could still go wrong. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it can help.
I want to know.
You quiet. Why are you quiet?
I
You
want to know
quiet.
how many
Because-
people in the comments have ever got to the point in your life to where you just start screaming and hollering and throwing
done
shit
did that in
and
the
have a
past.
fit, and then after you do all that, the breakdown,
You feel
you
bad.
feel relieved.
Girl, I done been in the car. Me and Judy done got into it. The kids at the house acting the fool, whatever. I decide I'm finna go to the damn store. I'm finna go get me something at
Just
the store.
in the parking lot
I
in
mean,
Walmart looking
hollering.
at damn food, just hollering.
Yeah.
In the car. I'm hollering.
Yep.
But after it's done, and I done got it all out, this
Yep.
Francis,
Woo.
everybody around you in the parking lot looking like, what the fuck going on with this damn
I need to
food?
call somebody?
And you
Does
just
she
in the
need
car.
some help?
Can you imagine seeing me in the car with the windows rolled up just hollering?
Hell no.
I
I
mean,
might have to call.
well, you know what?
somebody.
I used to go out to, like, they have the Bryan Lake out here, in which I knew I shouldn't have been doing it. But I used to go out there late at night, and there was a certain part of the lake where it was dark at, when the only
At
light,
nighttime, no,
yeah,
friend.
and the only light that would shine would be off the moon. And I would
Francis
get out
want
the
to be one of
car.
them people on the
I would,
news.
I would get out the car and I would sit on the table, and then I'd stand up and I just scream real loud for a long period of time. Then I
Yes,
stopped. I
ma'am.
said, okay, and it's done.
I'm
And I feel
done.
bad. Girl,
It's like
after
a
that,
reset button.
yeah. After that, then I got to put on my chemistry, my Jill Scott. You know what
Bring
I'm
it
saying?
back
I got to
on
go
in.
feel
Mellow it
my
on now.
Maxwell. You feel me? I got to put it on, and then I'm good.
Okay, y'all. What is your
wanted to
go-to
just-
song?
Wait,
Go ahead. Read
Oh,
this
what's
song.
our go-to song?
Yeah, what's y'all go-to song that just brings it like, hey, I'm good.
Mine
Mary
would
J.
be
Blige, I'm fine.
Hey, girl, fine, fine, fine.
Hey! Oh, that one too.
Girl, yeah.
But I'm a little bit more country. I like that song by One
Old Dominion, One Man Band.
Yeah,
Girl, yeah, that's a good one. That's
yeah,
a
I
good
like that
one. All right. Nay, what you?
Or
What you
either
go?
Kane Brown. Gotta make it work.
Mine,
Oh,
like I
country
said,
ass.
mine for me to come back is always gospel. Take me to the
Something
King.
gospel.
BB and CC, baby.
Yeah.
BB and CC.
I don't
know
know.
that's right.
I'm into R&B. I'm into jazz. I'm into blues. I'm into country. But to get me back to who I am, I always go to gospel.
Y'all in the comments, give us y'all's go-to song that just makes you, hey, come up out of whatever you going
Come up
through.
out of that depression.
Tell us your little
whatever.
go-to song. Okay.
Justin
what's it?
says it shouldn't get to that point. Sometimes, Justin, you don't have no control. You don't have no
Yes.
control over that. You know,
You're right. It shouldn't get there.
a lot of times you don't even recognize that you're going through this issue.
That's the biggest. That's the main part.
You don't even know that
And
you're
you
going
know-
through
Yeah, I was going to
or
say,
putting
not
yourself.
only that,
Go ahead.
go
Francis.
ahead, go. I'm sorry. No, I was going to
No,
say,
go ahead.
you know, sometimes, like you say, if you are constantly moving, you haven't had like and it's not even the end of the day where you're ready to take your me time. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the day when you're constantly going, you're constantly moving, and you don't have time to stop at that point. The next thing you know, it hits. Somebody done said something off the wall. Somebody done
Boom.
said something, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you look, bitch, I know you did. And it's like it's just automatic. You know what I'm saying? It's
What's this?
automatic. I mean,
You right. What's this one right here? J. Cole. What is it? Was it
That's
apparently?
his song. That's his song.
I'm gonna have to check out that one.
Wait, which one is
Apparently,
it?
I know I've heard it. He said apparently.
Apparently by J.
Oh,
Cole.
yes.
Oh,
I know I
that's
probably
funny.
heard it.
Yes.
Amber
Yes,
says,
yes.
laugh out loud. It don't matter how hard I try, but I'm always late for something. Girl, that's me. Story of my
this
life.
one-
Story of my
oh,
life.
Lord.
I was such a slacker. Justin says, always be humble and take a breath. It's always the answer. An answer. And you're right.
Tough times.
It's
don't
always
last,
an answer.
always.
It's always an answer to a problem.
Ooh, but sometimes it don't seem like it, honey.
I
It's
know
just
it.
too much. I need to learn to give myself some me time. Girl, you look here, Lisa. You are not by yourself. We have all been in that situation. I'm thinking like
What
I
is
don't
it that
know.
prevents you from giving yourself some me time?
Hey,
That's what I want to know.
Everything. everything prevents you from getting me time. If you have kids, if you have a job, if you have your partner, that one partner that thinks that all of your time needs to be their time too.
Yes, ma'am. And I was gonna get on that. Girl, don't shout over there up in the corner. I know you want to shout.
Sometimes it's hard, y'all. You got to juggle it all. And
especially when they make you feel guilty for it.
Can you say
when
that
they make you feel guilty.
Can you say that one more time?
Y'all, we have all been through that, y'all.
I need somebody on this camera to say that part one more time because I can't.
Amen.
Especially when you have those partners who want all your time.
All of it,
100%.
But y'all, in all honesty, it just breaks.
Testimony in the air. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Look, y'all, it boils down to you just have to figure out how to juggle that. You know what I'm saying? And communication. So therefore, that brings us to that part of the me time or your stress levels being so high that now it affects your communication to be able to talk to your partner, to be able to communicate with your kids or your boss at job or a boss at work or your coworkers and stuff. That communication, you so caught up in whatever you've now it's gone down and you can't. You a nut. You are such a nut. You a nut girl. Usher or Jamie Foxx for Amber. For Amber. This one right here. Cynthia, that one right there in the box. That one right there.
That right there. That always got to be around. Like for instance, when they leave, like now that I'm jobless, I'm back at home.
You dumb.
Dumb.
So now that I'm at home, believe it or not, my me time comes at around about 10:30, 11ish. The reason why, because girl, don't nobody be here but me and the dog.
Girl, luxurious time. You know what, but Francis, that made me think. Go ahead.
I was just saying, then she don't do nothing but go climb in the bed at the end of the bed and go to sleep. So she's just me. So there goes
both y'all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sometimes people think maybe their job is their me time is what I'm trying to say. Going to work.
Oh yeah, sometimes it gets to that point to where
you
would rather work than be at home.
That's bad, y'all.
And I know a lot of those people are the people who got kids at the house. And they be like, forget that, I'm going to work. You can stay at home and be the housewife or the man wife or whatever.
What you call it?
But I'm going to work. I work 2 or 3 jobs.
Hey, that's when they leave the house extra early, just so they can have that time. Even though they still gonna make it to work on time, but when they leave the house early enough to where they can have that me time, you know what I'm saying?
Lord.
You know. Yes, I'm telling you.
Girl, that don't make no sense. Okay, wait a minute.
I gotta now. Somebody say
your issue is you just need to schedule your time. I know you starting your new business and everything, but you gotta understand that your man is used to you being all the time. He wants to be able to touch you and feel you any given moment.
In the same house, but you still
in the same house, and he's still crying. So, what you need to do is just schedule your time when you go into your little office and do your work. Schedule that time.
So, Francis, you said start making a list and starting to take control or start to do the few things that are most important and come back the next day or whatever. So if it means that you need to get a scheduler or write it down in a journal or a book to start scheduling things that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's bad. What if it's bad enough to you have to set an alarm? It's 2 p.m. time for,
But sometimes you got some people who actually have to do that because what that does is it doesn't allow them. Say, for instance, you're doing one project and you only want to you give yourself amount of time to spend on that project.
You're right there, Francis.
When that time is up, you stop that project, no matter if you got it done or not. You stop it, go to the next one.
Cynthia, she just gave you some wise, sage advice.
If you are going to spend all your time on that one particular project, don't schedule nothing else. Make that your whole entire time, but you have to have a cutoff time.
I'm about to say that was the best part of your comment to me is that cutoff time. Whenever you scheduled it and it's done, let it be done so you can move on and give that next thing that you're supposed to devote your time to.
Jared, but listen to this comment.
If there's nothing else.
Listen to this comment. Amber says, on my days off, I tell Mike, which is her husband
On
or
my
boyfriend,
days off,
he needs to go to work. He can't stay home with me because that's my time. What the?
Go to work. That's my girl.
Ain't that something?
Make that man go to work. I don't know. Judy, you need to go on and go to work at my time.
I wish the hell I would.
My time is at the house.
I
When you
wish
gone,
I would.
girl, so I can.
She'll be sitting outside on the porch. You want to be away from me? Sit your ass outside. That's what you can do.
Don't
I'll lock the doors. You just knock on the door, tell me when you want to come in.
Like the mamas when your kid mama
Okay,
put you outside.
yeah. Y'all remember that back in the days when your mama lock you out? Baby, you ain't bring your ass back up in here. Shit, clank, clank, clank.
Water out the water hose.
You be beating on the mama. I want a glass of water.
Girl.
You better get that water hose on the side.
Just saying.
Nowadays, the kids will tell you it don't taste the same. I don't drink that type
I need
of
bottled water.
I need spring water.
Spoiled, but that's a whole nother show. Y'all, I'll say, so me time. It is important. We all agree that. It is very important for all the various reasons. Mental health, physical appearance, for everybody else's sanity.
Baby, growing
or
old
safety, should I say.
Okay.
You need me time for everyone else's safety.
And Amber says he ain't got to go to work, but he got to get up out of him. He got to go somewhere.
Girl, Amber, you ain't right, girl.
You ain't right.
I like that, girl.
Especially when that's a good man to provide for you.
Don't make no sense. Judy just talking shit.
I am. I'm just
Don't make no
talking
sense.
sense.
I'll say, y'all. So what y'all think? Y'all got any
Good
points?
advice?
Have we helped someone to anyone? I mean, I think I'm cool. I think I feel better about me time, taking time for me.
Yeah, me time. Me evolving.
Don't feel guilty about
time.
it because that's the thing
No,
that I
you,
took
you
away
can't.
from it.
No, don't do that because it's me time simply means me evolving time into myself equally. That's it.
All right,
You
Gary.
got to be willing to do so. You
All
have
right.
to
I
be
remember what I said before.
the same.
Say it again, friend. What is it again, girl?
Don't be over there trying to write my quotes down.
Look, that might be the next T-shirt.
Now, if I say, do you
No,
remember that?
look, see what I'm talking about.
If
See what I'm
it
talking about. I knew I should get that to
if it costs
myself.
more than
See
your
what I'm
piece, it's
saying.
expensive.
Say it again.
If it costs more than your piece, then it's too expensive.
If it costs more than your
Yeah.
piece.
If it costs more than your
yeah.
piece, then it's too damn expensive.
Yeah.
That's my
Damn,
saying.
a shirt. Anything costs my piece. It costs too much damn money. I'm putting that on my shirt.
Y'all, we
Man,
ain't
you
no
gonna stop. You gonna pay me
black.
for that.
Black.
I got copyrights on that. You gonna have to pay me for that.
Is that what it is? That
I'm
what it was,
getting
friend?
I'm getting royalties off of that.
I'm done with y'all. I'm done
But
with y'all.
y'all, we only got a few minutes. Take the time to love yourself, pamper yourself, do for
Don't
yourself.
feel bad about doing that.
That's
It's
the
okay
main
to
thing.
do it.
Stop feeling guilty, especially to you mothers. Stop feeling
Yep.
guilty,
And
because you're gonna be better to your kids
There
if
you
you're better to yourself.
Take
I
that
think,
time. Me and Sandra, we go get our feet done, and me and Kat, and when I got it, we go eat. So that's
I think that's the cornerstone of a lot of families. Y'all
Yeah.
get together and eat, de-stress, talk about stuff. And that's another thing. You know what? For families, the me time for families has kind of decreased. Because you remember back in the day or
Yeah.
older time where everybody was mandatory. At 5 o'clock, mama has the food ready and
You
it's
be
on
at
the
that kitchen
table,
table.
and the whole family sits down and there's no phones, there's no computers, there's no books, there's no nothing. It's just us talking and connecting with family. That part I think is really important to bring back also. And it's hard because now everyone's juggling everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has this, that, and whatever. But I feel like finding a way to try to bring the family to
Bring the family back
maybe
together.
once a week or something at least. You know what I'm saying? Just start somewhere where the family can still have that me time, but it's us time really. I guess.
That's
Sorry.
funny that you say that.
Girl, girl, what done happened to you?
I don't know.
That old syndrome done got her.
I need to take some me
Say
time.
that, Tanya, because that's what me and Gray
I
actually.
need some me time.
Even though we are empty nesters, we sit
Oh my
and eat
goodness.
dinner together, eat breakfast together. No phone, no internet, no anything. Just I don't care if we don't say 2 words. We're eating together.
I hear you, and that's the truth. That is such the truth, honey. It's necessary. Jay needs some me time, y'all, because the water. She done had a little old episode, you know, when you You're drinking, it done went and slipped. You try to talk at the same time, and then so she's having me little me time right now.
Tell her that's for her taking her best friend's side all the time.
She says for you taking your best friend's side all the time.
I'm still on the side. Ugly. Now I'm back.
Whatever, y'all. So I hope everyone was able to get something.
But I really like that point that you made when you said family time.
Yeah.
Because nowadays so many young kids are on their phones all the time. Even the mothers.
Table.
Everybody's at the table doing this right here.
That's it.
Get rid of those electronics and spend some family time together.
When is the last time y'all went somewhere and you did, or should I say, just think about it. The last place you went, whether it was a grocery store, the doctor's office, wherever, this is all you see. And it's quiet. Like even when you have people at the house, it's just everyone sitting there like this. People are rarely talking. The TV might be going or what, but it's just that right there. That you have to disconnect from
It's making
that.
our kids antisocial for real. It's
Well,
like they're afraid to talk.
I am happy to say that last night we sat at the table and ate together.
That's
That
good.
we
That's
did.
what's
Well,
up.
ain't y'all just a damn Brady Bunch having sex?
Hey,
Well, all my grown kids are gone, and don't come over here.
You ain't right. At least once a week, we tolerate them.
I have to say this before we close, y'all. I'm sorry.
They put me to work when they come over here.
Try every other Sunday to have Sunday dinner with all my kids and stuff. They come over. Not every Sunday, but every other Sunday, I try to get all my kids to come over with the grandkids, and so we can all socialize and catch up on what's going on. Not that I don't talk to them every day, because I do, but I need the presence of the family time, because I am.
That's relaxing and it heals your soul.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of the me time, y'all. Me time is just in whatever variety
What makes you
want,
feel good?
it resets you. It's a reset.
No matter if it's 100 people around you,
that may be your thing. So
that's still me time. As long as your soul is content and it makes you feel good and it brings you happiness.
I am with it, and I will take some things together or take some things out of this stuff.
But kids, if you're watching, we're not gonna have dinners once a week, okay?
I'm done.
I'm just playing. When they come over, they just put me to work every time.
I tell you.
Hey, y'all, this conversation has been really, really good.
I appreciate every last bit of it.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll be taking some of the advice. Tell you that.
Slow down.
Slow down. I like that song by the Marley boy. I forgot his name. Bob Marley's son. Slow down.
Slow down.
I like it. But y'all, with that being said, we got a feature video for y'all by a guy named Rodney Poe. So y'all, hey, let's check it out.
Do it all for love. Love, love. I do it all for love. See, I'm the son of a preacher man, which means I've always been taught do the best I can. See, I met a girl, 12th grade, yeah. I fell in love and it was something I've always wanted to be in. I seen mama and daddy loving hard. Next day to be so mad, you had to pull them apart, yeah. But through it all, he had a heart. 'Cause all that Roman daddy did, his picture never left the wall. I can hear mama say, this love thing won't be easy, no. And I know some people love just for a season, you know. And I know you love for the wrong reasons, for the wrong reasons.
y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that feature video.
That's another way to believe that straight
And also, I want y'all to tune in to my new show. It's called New World Star. It'll be premiering tomorrow at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The game is called Knockout. It's presented by New World Star. All right, y'all. This has been Straight Talk, no BS. Y'all have a good night, and we love y'all.